How is it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be talking about the newly released 2022 Acura NSX Type S. Now, before we get into today's video, I definitely did just want to remind you guys, be sure to subscribe down below for more car reviews, DIY videos, automotive news videos, and things of that nature. And also, please consider leaving a like on this video. It's absolutely free and helps me out a ton as a smaller YouTuber. Now, anyways, moving on to this 2022 NSX Type S. As you can see, basically just right on Acura's page, I'm mainly going to be talking about the differences of the body and the spec differences for this NSX compared to, I guess, the older NSX. Again, it's the same exact generation, but I mean, with this new 2022 Type S, it's going to be like more of a limited production run car. They're making 350 of the Type S's, and all the 2022 Acura NSXs are going to be Type S's, and I believe this is actually going to be the very last year of production for this generation NSX in general, so that is another very interesting point. And also, as I previously stated, the 350 Type S's, out of those 350 cars, 300 of them are actually going to be in, I believe, North America or the United States of America. So, I mean, we're going to see definitely a large percentage of those cars, which is really awesome for us. And also with this 2022 NSX Type S, it is actually going to have an additional 270 horsepower compared to, I guess, the 2020 NSX or the 2021 NSXs. So now this Type S is going to have an even 600 horsepower and 492 foot-pounds of torque. Also, with that additional power, Acura was able to shave off 2 seconds of their time around the Suzuka circuit with this car compared to the regular NSXs. But the main difference that I think that, like, I don't know if I really like or not of this car is this front end. I mean, you could see it right here. Well, I mean, the main difference is just the overall body design in general compared to the normal, like, new gen NSXs. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel, I actually did do a review on a 2019 Acura NSX about 2 months ago now. And one thing about that car, like, I really love the front end. The rear was a little bit just mundane and kind of boring to me, and the side profile was cool too. And the one that I reviewed was like the factory gloss white exterior with the red leather interior and the black wheels with the red brake calipers, I believe. So it was a very beautiful spec, but for some reason, like this new Type S, the NSX Type S, I just don't really like these kind of lines that are very jagged and triangular in the front here. It honestly almost reminds me a little bit of a Lamborghini, just mainly like these kind of 2 triangle lines, I guess separating the upper part and the lower part of the grille and the air vents on the side here. They also do mention forged wheels. I'm pretty sure there were already forged wheels on the new gen NSX to begin with. There's also a couple things that are different, like I believe this door handle is different, or it's maybe just in a different color, because I'm pretty sure the 2019 or the 2020 NSXs had the chrome door handle. Now, even though the front end of this new Type S I kind of dislike, I do actually really like what they did with the rear. Again, the rear it's not changed like an incredible amount, but they did add this like open vent right here and this little bit of kind of concave accent that pulls forward out of the triangle, and it kind of connects the entire body together to the front part of it. Also, they did add a GTE inspired rear diffuser, which is honestly rather large, and this car is going to be offered in a carbon fiber track pack, which should be priced right around $10,000 US, and that is going to include a carbon fiber rear wing, carbon fiber roof, couple other carbon fiber bits, and of course the carbon fiber diffuser in the rear. Now, here's actually another interesting shot. This is from the front of the car, but it's kind of from like up top, and you can see, like, I do kind of like the headlights. I did also pull up just images of a 2019 NSX, and I think that like this new headlights compared to the old ones are pretty cool. But again, just like the whole front, it almost looks more like a fish compared to the new one. I mean, I absolutely love how the new one is so, like, it just flows so good, and it all comes down to a singular kind of tip right in the center, and it just expands outward, and It's got such a nice diagonal just design and shape to it. I honestly don't even know how to describe it, but this one is just, it feels just a little bit too broken up from the front here. Now, I do have to give props to, I guess, Acura's website designer or a marketing team, because I do like this little snippet that they do here where it's like go, stop, turn, and then the drive modes. Obviously, go talking about the different, like the added power and the acceleration of this car. Stop talking about the giant 6-piston calipers that come with this car. By the way, the brakes on these NSXs are just absolutely ridiculous. Pretty sure these are probably the same brakes that they include in, like, again, the 2020s and the 2021s, like the regular NSXs. And the 2019 that I drove, I mean, just literally stopped on a dime. Obviously something you'd expect from a supercar of this caliber. Now, this section right here actually does give another pretty good look at the rear end. And I do like how they added this kind of the same thing that I was talking about of the, I guess, older models front end. They kind of integrated into the rear end of this one, where again it all comes down to like that singular middle point. And then of course you have the huge diffuser and the nice vents right here in the back. And I'm almost certain that you really didn't have that with this old one. Yeah, I mean, you kind of had that little point there, but these kind of vents that you have on the, I guess, the 2019 NSXs weren't as, I don't know, as sharp as these ones. I feel like these are just a little bit more pronounced, I guess the right word is. But I do like how they kind of added this little accent up top here, and you can see the overall shape of the car is very, very similar. I mean, they didn't really add a lot of, Honda and Acura fanboys, or a lot of just, fans of this car in general, are definitely excited to see this new 2022 Acura NSX Type S. So obviously this wasn't, the most informative video out there, but this is kind of just my very first look at this new 2022 Acura NSX, and I kind of wanted to make a video for you guys to just capture what my very first impressions of this car is. I also do think that it's a good thing that, I mean, it's starting out, its base MSRP is going to be right over $171,000 US. That is still very pricey, but I mean, considering that they're only going to make 350 of these Type S's, that could definitely be a investment car in the future for some people, I guess, in that market. Because honestly, when the Countach came out, I guess a couple weeks ago now, the new Countach that Lamborghini's making, that's another like limited production, like special edition car, and that thing is selling for like 2.6, 2.8 million. Now, mind you, I'm not trying to compare the new Countach to this Type S, but it's kind of like the same concept where Acura is making a very limited number of these Type S's. Lamborghini is also making a very limited number of the kind of rerun of the Countach, except Lamborghini for some reason decides that, I mean, they're going to charge $2.5 million for their car, which, mind you, they can, because people will, I guess, drop that money on something that has the Countach name on it, even though, underneath its skin, it's pretty much just a redesigned Aventador with a little baby hybrid battery that helps it accelerate a little faster. I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinions, and I don't want to get too sidetracked. But that's pretty much just going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments of this new 2022 Acura NSX Type S. Also, again, if you aren't subscribed already, it would mean the world to me if you'd go down there, click the subscribe button, and leave this video a like. But like always, guys, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.